my dear Aquarius. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of April with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And I'm reading in the order of the signs that show the channel most appreciation in March love readings by liking, commenting, subscribing, becoming members, and watching the ads. So thank you, Aquarius, for all your appreciation. And if you want to help out the channel without watching ads, you can become an extended member to the channel and get these readings ahead of time and ads free. And news is that I'm now doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel and personal readings for all the full members. Subscribe and then check this out through the join button or follow the link in the description box to learn more. And this will be a love reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, and Venus, Vedic or tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. I usually read for the empath side of the story within this dynamic, but also remember that the other person holds up a mirror of your shadow. So use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. I can also recommend that you watch the previous love reading for March because that's the energy right now, and this will be the prediction for April. And I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto de Angelis, sorry. And this is the box, okay. When I open your deck here, I see the Knight of Cups in the reverse with the Seven of Cups in the upright position. So I'm thinking this is you saying no to an inconsistent lover. Okay. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the Knight of Wands with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So the inconsistent lover doesn't give up, it seems. Like they still want you or they still want your attention. But it's a matter of where their heart is. It's like flickering energy. Maybe they don't know their heart really. So they have one feeling today. The next day they have another feeling. So you can't really trust this person. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we have a Four of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So I'm seeing you being very disappointed with this person and kind of sending them on their way. And we can see that kind of clear up things because now they know where their heart is when you're saying no to them. Then they suddenly aren't that inconsistent anymore because then they know because it hurts. So they feel where their emotions are. So that's probably a good advice to say no to any inconsistent lover because that will at least help them to realize what they missed. So 6 elements. Four of Wands together with Knight of Cups in reverse. You can't be in a loving relationship with someone that's inconsistent, that love you one day, doesn't love you next day. So it's a no-go. It's something you should say no to. And it's a 4. You had the Four of Cups as well. So 4 is about having boundaries, having a foundation, being healthy, standing your ground, knowing your worth, things like this. So don't welcome in this person, even if you love them to death, because that's only going to be disgrading for you or degrading for you, and it's going to be not helping the other person to grow out of their like old habits of maybe taking things for granted or thinking that they could like blabber themselves to get what they want, like yada yada yada, saying a lot of things, and people will fall like dominoes for them, and that's what they are used to. So maybe you need to take them out of that idea. Just because they know what people want, they can't just dangle the carrot in front of them and then eat it themselves when the other person says, okay, I'm interested. What do you have to offer? Well, nothing. I have nothing to offer. So it might be that Falling Like Dominoes might be your song. It has a nice refrain, dominoes, but It's Nicki Minaj, so she's not the most pleasant with her words or her choice of words. Okay, so I will just tune in to you and your the person most on your mind and the relationship you will have in April. So this is the new bottom of the deck, 5 of Wands in reversed. If we can't build a house together with another person, stop building the house. Build with someone else or build it yourself. If we are constantly not having the same idea about what we want, put down the axe and the saw and the hammer and, you know, don't build something together with this person. And then we have strength in the reverse. So maybe previously you were too weak to say no to this person because you hoped that they would become more consistent with time and maybe see that it was a good idea to build a beautiful house with you. But it was just your weakness. It was just your emotions taking you over or hoping for things, because 8 strength is also connected to the star card, hope. But here it was maybe hope that wasn't built in reality. And sometimes hope and faith can move mountains, but it can't really move another person who stubbornly decided to not investigate their own heart. It's hard. Even God has problem reaching these people. Okay, so this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind. And this is the situation with said person. And this is what's on their mind about you. Here we have your feelings towards them, the bond between you two, their feelings towards you. And this is your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for April, their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation. And we have a Page of Cups in reverse. So you're being offered something that looks sweet on the surface, but it's very inconsistent and childish when you look underneath the surface. So the person isn't mature enough to offer you what they are offering you, and they're just like painting a picture, painting like a castle in the sky for you, but neither of you will ever live there because this person can't take you there. So this is your what's on your mind about this person. 8 of Cups. So it's a lot of things. You're tired of this. You feel exhausted by it. You also feel taken advantage of and used. And you kind of want to ask them to go to H. So farewell, bye-bye. Don't come knocking at my door ever again. The bad news is that 8 is a reoccurring number. It's the eternity symbol. So it probably has a lot to do with your karma, the thing that you're supposed to solve, the thing you're supposed to investigate here in this lifetime and become an expert in. So you're going to become an expert in dealing with people with inconsistent feelings. It's not a nice field maybe to get a doctor's degree in, but that's what your soul has chosen. So this is what's on their mind about you. 7 of Coins. They're getting a little bit restless because they want something out of you that maybe you previously have given them, or that they have made up in their mind, this castle in the sky. So they would probably want to persuade you into doing this, what they want, because they have this urge or this need or this longing to build this house with you. But as you have seen, they don't have the consistency to go the mile. They will probably just stay while it's nice, and as soon as the work starts, because we have like a honeymoon phase in the relationship, whatever kind of relationship it is, and then we have the phase where we start to see what the other person is all about, and they start to see their less pleasant sides, and we need to start working, do the relationship work. It's hard work, but that's what this person is not going to stick around for. So it's natural that you don't want to engage with them because you have seen this before. It's probably have repeated many times, and you don't want to have this repeating in your life as of now. So the bond between you two, and it's rebellion. So one child is rebelling against the other child. You say your love is inconsistent. You love me when life is good, when things go our way, then you love me. And the moment things get bad or ugly between us, you don't love me anymore. So I don't want to stick around for that. I don't want to be treated like that. I want someone that's loyal in like sickness and in health, in thick and thin. This page of swords is like the Jesus energy when he threw out all the merchandisers from his father's temple. And the father's temple, it's your body, and the father is your soul. It's God. We're all a sparkle of God. So you're actually cleaning house. And it's turned towards this person, their little offer here. I'm always feeling a little bit sad for them. And this is your feelings towards them. And we have an Ace of Wands. So I would say you're a little bit pissed off. It's what this would go to age there, or you yourself will go to age just to, get rid of them. Ace of Wands. It's a divine spark, the Ace of Wands. So even if you're pissed off, it's kind of great, because they probably need you to be pissed off and clean out the temple here. Mostly angry. You have been let them down by this person, and you don't want to be the one, like, fool me once, shame on you, fool me the second time, the third time, the 10,000 times, that's really on me. So you don't want to do that anymore. And this is the other person's feelings. And we have the Magician here. So they really, really, really would want to persuade you into having another go with them. And they are using all their charms, all their wits, all their communication, all the things that they could find out to say to get you to instigate with them, or to start something new with them again. So I'm going to take a little bit clarifications there and see what this person would want to say to you. I was scared of hurting you. Well, that seems a little bit like a cover up. I think this person has a lot of painful feelings inside of them, and when these rose to surface, they might pull away from you because they get too overwhelmed by their emotions, and they don't wish to burden you with their pain. And you probably that if a person are going to be if we are going to be intimate with another person, we need to share things like sickness and health, all the things. We can't just I present you the good side, things that's working out in my life, and when my mom gets sick or I have problems at work, I don't say sib, because I'm trying to not hurt you. I'm trying to not have you deal with my problems, and that makes for a half of a relationship. But I think that's one of the reasons why this person is acting so inconsistent. They're trying to carry their own burden and what they say kind of filth on their own, and they don't wish to burden you with these things, but it only makes you feel distant from them, and you don't want a distant person being invited to your temple, because it's like they're not even there. They are all in their head about all these other problems that they can't share with you, but they try to not hurt you. That's why they were not telling you how things were really feeling. And I will never come back. I will fight for our love. So this person probably goes between these two states, that they want to fight for your love, and then they will never come back, and then they will fight for your love, and then it will never come back, and it will fight for your love and never come back. So it's very on and off kind of. I'm hearing a song, I hate you, I love you. So they love you one day, hate you the next day, and then they love you and hate you. So I'm thinking this is a rather passionate person. They feel like they are burning with passion from head to toe, and they probably feel a a bit over dramatic with things, and that's why they're trying to keep things away from you, not telling you all the crazy stuff that goes through their head, or how they are suspecting this and this and that with you, and how they are kind of reading your phone when you're not around to check if you're unfaithful, or there's a lot of craziness going on with this person, and that's probably a part of what they have been trying to keep away from you, that they are like a loose cannon on and off here and there, because this is probably their, the feeling that they have in their foundation. They want to fight for your love. You are important to them. You're really, 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 really important to them. But then you do something, just a little thing, you don't remember to call them the morning of their birthday. You remember like at noon or in the evening. Oops. And then they will never come back. Okay, that was the last thing you saw of them. And then they get over it and they want to fight for your love again. But then something happens. They might get sad about something that they know isn't logic, and they will never come back because they don't want to burden you with their crap, and they don't want to be this whiny person, and I won't bother you with this. I know you would never stick by me anyway if you knew all this. So they're acting like a little bit of a martyr, and then they will fight for your love again, and it's a roller coaster. Okay, so I'm getting all nauseated now with the roller coaster that I had with my emotions holding this person's feelings. So it's probably not easy to be in their skin. But they're funny. I think they're funny. Okay, 3 of Wands. This is your behaviors and attitudes. You won't even talk to this crazy person because you don't know half of what's going on with them. But what you have seen, it's crazy enough. So no, thank you. Easy. And this is their behaviors and attitudes. And 4 of Swords. So it seems like they would want to reach out to you, but a lot of things here might go on in a 5D level. Because they are keeping a lot of things hidden from you. All the times they are calling you, hanging up, texting you, and erasing it, and Snapchatting you, erasing it, and blocking you, unblocking you, all these kind of things. So 4 of Swords, they know what your answer will be. They're trying to keep their craziness hidden, so they are not going to reach out either, but on a feeling level and a mind level, they feel very restless, and they probably miss you a great deal. So this is outcome for April, and we have Aquarius here, so it doesn't seem like they are making the wrong choice by keeping a low profile. I guess it's like playing dead in front of a bear. It's really funny. If you could see yourself, it's really funny, because we can't really read another person when we are in a relationship with them. But I guess the gods have a hilarious time looking at your actions, reactions, behaviors. And they say you are the only one who gets me. So even if they didn't share half of their craziness with you, they felt like the part that they were able to share was... you got them. So maybe with time they would have been able to show you more and more, and you with your more logic sense could maybe have helped them to sort certain things out. But I love you more than words can say, but they realize you're a bad match. With you don't want the craziness, and they being crazy all over. But of course they're just the shadow part of you. So all your craziness you're holding inside, and all their logic they are keeping hidden. You are each other's opposite, and that's why you feel that you're a bad match. But it's just you don't like your own shadow, and they don't like their own shadow. So no one is happy with themselves and self-loving in this equation. So that's why we blame the other person, but really it's our own shadow we don't like. So it seems like you had the same inkling here. They were scared of hurting you, and you never wanted to hurt them. And you also say, I will never stop loving you. So even if you are sick and tired of the crazy, it seems like your love is consistent. Probably more consistent than their love. I'm not saying that they will give up on you, but you're a little bit more like you don't change so much over time. You just don't want to have the craziness. I want to marry you, and that's also something that you have hidden. That's your shadow, and it's coming out all in them. So when you hold back emotions, you're not really doing the other person that's oversensitive. You're not doing them a favor, because even if they look cool on the surface, they aren't cool. And when you're holding back, it's spraying up in them and creating this craziness. And then they can't be with you because they don't want to show you their craziness or hurting you. And then you feel like they don't love you. So you're also part of this. You're also making them feel like this by holding back all your own emotions. And I can't love you in the way you deserve right now. So you're frankly saying no to them because you don't think that you could be their nurse or their, their therapist. So I don't know how to deal with crazy people is what I'm hearing. So you can't love them in the way they deserve, because they actually do deserve someone that's, if they can't be consistent, maybe their partner could be more consistent, or their friend could be more consistent, still with putting all the boundaries and showing that this is how it's supposed to be. Because I'm feeling this person needs a lot of guidance. Maybe they had parents that weren't allowed, like really guiding them when it came to their emotions. They just said, those tricky emotions, keep them away from you. So the person never learned to deal with them. So they definitely need someone in their life that can teach them how to deal with their emotions and to be fine with them. That I have these emotions, but I don't have to like immediately act on them. But I can have them and I can describe them and we can have a talk about it. So this is what the divine wants to say about this relationship. Make the effort. Neither of you is making the effort, but they don't take it too seriously. It was a lot of laughing matter up there. So calling in your soulmate and let your friends help you. Yeah, I definitely feel like this person needs a lot of help and guidance, and you are like a closed book right now. You don't want to like help them in any kind of way. Calling in your soulmate, you might want to find someone new here, someone that would be less crazy. Okay, but the divine says make the effort, and you can take that advice or leave it. You have free will. The divine doesn't decide over you. They're just your guides. So this is what this person's soul wants to say to you. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. I'm actually feeling like you have accepted the situation. You have accepted that this is a no-go and this is how it is, and I can't make anything healthy out of this. And that's why you have put this boundary here. And then we have, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Try to be open-minded about this. Don't lock yourself into one position, because that might cover up a big part of your shadow. So try to be open to what you really feel and really think, and don't immediately jump to conclusion about this, because that might be just an old survival skill of yours. And then make a new decision. Either it will be the same decision or a totally new one or a third option, but have another go in your decision making here, and try to really listen to your heart, and also all the archetypes inside of you that usually don't have a say when your judge is being prominent. Because Aquarius, it's about seeing things from above perspective and doing what's good for everyone. But maybe your inner child is not being heard in this, and things that you would wish to happen is not being listened to, and dreams you have is being suffocated. So try to take another look on this if you are supposed to make an effort or not. It's totally up to you, and you have your own free will. And whatever happens is fine. I would urge you to watch the reading Their True Thoughts and Feelings in their True Thoughts and Feelings playlist. That will probably tell you more about this story. You can also watch What Do They Want to Have Happen Between You for Aquarius.
Jet planes in the night sky with you.
update. If you can't get enough of my readings on YouTube, you can now become a member to my channel and get access to premium content videos. There are 3 different levels to choose from. You can become a supportive member and get personal and spiritual growth readings for the collective.
Getting high in the sunrise with you.
The second option is to become an extended member, where you get access to the collective readings from the previous level, and you will also be able to see all the channel's astrological tarot readings for all the signs ahead of time and ads free.
Getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, no I do. And I wish that I could build a time machine.
The third option is to become a full member, where you get access to all the perks from the previous levels. And on top of that, you will get short personal readings from me every week. It is very similar to super chat readings, but here you subscribe instead of paying for super chats.
'Cause time moves on, and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you.
There is a lot of other perks that's available for all levels, as membership loyalty badges, custom emojis, and other special features.
I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that, I wish that, I wish that.
If you subscribe to my channel, you will be able to see the join button, where you can learn more about the membership. You can also follow the link in the description box to check this out. And if you are still not convinced that this is a good option for you, you can become a member just to support my channel and help me keep on doing readings for all the astrological signs. I hope you will join and we will have so much fun together. Thank you for watching this far. I'm sending you all my love and all my gratitude.